from Lyra Starseed and the Cyber Witch Circus. Jenny Penwallin from Oh My Goth and OMG Fairs. And I am Paula Lester from the Cyber Witch Circus and Paula Lester Tarot. This week, they're going to tell you all about their ghost stories. Okay, and then I'm going to debunk them.
Yes, and if you have any ghost stories you'd like to tell us, you
Please
can either say so now or let us know in the comments afterwards, and we'll discuss it again next week.
I will say right now, I am very cynical about anything that ghosts and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night.
Or do you just pretend that you haven't seen them because you're too scared?
I'm not scared.
Right, okay.
I'm more scared of the living than I am the dead, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's true enough, but
And I'm not scared of many of those either. Yeah, can't see much of you on my screen.
or me. Well, yeah, we can't see you on ours.
Well, I'll just go like that now.
Yeah, wait.
Well, she's here. Jenny's here.
Jenny is here.
So, Sean, snuggle in a bit closer. Look, we can't see you on can't see you on Instagram. Look,
oh right, okay.
Hello, all our followers on Instagram.
Oh my god, we've got like 4 different devices.
Cyber Witch Circus is streaming today on Instagram and Facebook, and
Lyra Starseeds on TikTok and Oh My Goth on YouTube.
So please, for these girls, can you like, follow, share and subscribe?
Yeah, I need 17 subscribers now for monetizing. So please, if you can subscribe to me, please.
Yeah, I really don't give a ghost arse. I don't really about followers, likes and shares, but you know, if you want to follow, like and share the Cyber Witch Circus on all platforms, that's where you can go, and Lyra Starseed on all platforms for Ashani. So, Ghost, who's going to start? Who's going to tell me something that's going to make me rip my sides with laughter? Then go on.
Well, Jen, what about last night? Come on, you got to say last night.
Well, no, not last night. The night before that, I was sitting on the side of my bed in the middle of the night with indigestion. Just got an indigestion tablet out, going
Just a little bit here. Look, that's it.
Yeah.
eating my indigestion tablet, looked at my phone, see what time it was.
What time was it?
Oh, I don't know, about 3.
Oh, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right, classic ghost time.
Yeah. And I heard, good night. A whisper, good night. And I quickly went, oh my God, put my phone down and got in bed and covered myself up with a duvet, like nothing hanging out.
Where was Derek?
Next to me, asleep.
But he didn't say anything because he was asleep.
Yeah, he was asleep.
Oh no. See, why do they do it in the night when you're shitting yourself and your boyfriend just... If I wake Chris up and went... Okay, what about calling your name then? You've never had one just shout your name? Right, well I have. Shout my name. So upstairs, I've got a house that was built in 1750 and it was split down the middle in 1850. And I've got an attic bedroom, okay? That's spooky enough for you, isn't it? So I went up in the attic bedroom. And every time I walk up these top stairs, I feel like somebody is at the doorway staring at me. It's freezing cold in there for no apparent reason. The ghost is gone now, by the way, because I've got rid of it. But it was like that. So we didn't used to stay up there very much, me and Chris. There's only 2 of us.
So you evicted?
I evicted my ghost.
You evicted presents that had been in your house, possibly since 1750, way before you got there, because it made you uncomfortable.
Well, no, she didn't want to. They will actually need to go to the light. I believe they need to go somewhere else. It's not good for them to stay in an attic for the rest of their life.
No,
and anyway, that was another story, because what was happening was I was asleep, fast asleep, and then I heard Sean like this. I'm not joking, like shout, and I thought I wake up, and then I'm thinking, well, what the hell? And I've heard that you're not supposed to answer to them when they shout your name in the middle of the night.
Right.
And then my friend stayed over, and then she got up in the morning, and I didn't tell her anything about the ghost that is in that room because I didn't want to frighten her to go to sleep. She got up in the morning and she said, were you calling my name last night? Because what were you shouting my name up the stairs? And I thought, oh, forget. That's when I thought I've got to evict it, because it's going to upset my people that are going to stay. That's why.
Right.
Go on.
Yeah. We've got loads of comments coming through.
Oh, go on. Read a few.
Right, in that one, the middle, that's Paula's.
That's me.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anyone who's
hiya, just to say, you saw my dad's barber jacket.
Oh,
only a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, no, that is
the wax
a ghost
jacket?
in the wax jacket story. Yeah.
He's a ghost.
It's not ghosts. It's not ghosts.
But what do you think a ghost is? 'Cause
And
they
Jade is saying, Jade Bethan, is it?
Hi, Jade. Wow.
I hear my name called regularly.
Yeah.
See, I get none of this.
And my one, I've got, go to Midland Hotel in Bradford, the ballroom is haunted.
Right.
And Jenny, hi Jenny, is saying, I saw 2 girls on bikes dressed in,
Victoria.
hold on, dressed in 1960s clothes with 2 girls were killed quite near to where I saw them, just disappeared. Come on, debunk that.
Well, I wasn't there. I can't debunk that. You know, people like you can have hallucinations, even though you don't have to be mental to have hallucinations. Your eye, you can get a sense of auto-suggestion. And if you actually know that in that area there had been an accident and 2 girls had died, you would possibly see a shape or a shape. You think, oh, I just saw 2 girls. Because when you actually question people very, very closely, a lot of the time, it's the sense of it rather than the actual presence. And the sense of it could actually just as much be your own thoughts as opposed to be an actual ghost stood there in your head.
Oh, I agree, but what I'm saying is, I have never actually seen a ghost.
Me neither.
So that doesn't mean it doesn't happen for other people,
No.
but that's not ever happened to me. But I've heard
No.
them, I can hear them.
I don't hear voices. What I do get when I'm working,
Pictures.
what I do get, I don't know if they're even pictures, but like for example, the Barbara
What about
jacket.
the jacket? Yeah, what do
Yeah,
you
it was my friend. His father had recently passed, right, and something was being said about me with my woo-woo stuff,
Yeah.
the ghostly stuff, and I'd just done a reading for somebody else, and it had been that I picked up on a dress. And I'd also picked up that it was in a photograph, and the girl later on had told me.
Well, where do you see that?
It was a photo. I don't know. This is. I
In
don't
your
know.
head,
I don't know. I can't explain how it is. I don't see it. I don't.
You just know it.
It's just It's clairsentience, if you
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But or claircognizance. But like but you sort if you want to give it a name, I think it's just it can be just your imagination. But then when you think of the paradigm of words in the English language, how can I pick out the words that I then pick out that actually then make sense to somebody else? Because
you could say anything.
the actual point with the jacket was I'd picked up a flat cap and wax jacket, Barber jacket, and I'd said to him something about this, and his mother had just given him his dad's wax jacket.
Right.
And the thing with the red dress, not the red dress, the polka dot dress, because I thought it was a fancy dress party, so I wasn't quite sure. And it was a photograph where she was with her family, but she'd actually got a moustache on, right? Yeah, but I was dead right on the polka dot. But I'd also picked up these zip-up brown boots.
But
and I'd said to her,
anything.
are these boots
Yeah.
anything, someone's had a row about these boots. Weird weird thing to put in a sentence. So then my son walked in and I said, has anyone around you had a row about any brown boots? And he went, yes.
Right.
And there'd actually been an argument about brown zip-up boots that had been knocked under a bed and someone else thought they'd gone missing. Right? So I don't know. Are they ghost stories? I can't explain how they work. I can't explain. I don't put anything. I don't put any I haven't got superpowers. These are just things that come into my head.
Well, they are things that come into your head, but I'm just saying that I've never seen anything. But I have spoken to other people and said, "Oh, what do you get?" And somebody said to me, "Well,
We're talking about ghosts and hauntings.
With hearing voices, right? With hearing people calling out your name and stuff, that could easily be something in the street that you, in your mind,
Sean? Nobody's got that name.
Oh, there's loads of Seans.
Yeah, but the girl that stayed up in the bedroom was Ashley, and it said that name. It doesn't just say my name.
But are you also sometimes people will try and say, "Oh, it was in my house, I could hear it," when in fact it was a noise that was outside, but their brain is
3 o'clock in the morning? There's no one out in Galston.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
No, but the thing is,
because you hear a noise, you try and rationalise it.
If it's loud enough and shouts me awake my name, then my house is very quiet otherwise. And I mean, it's always when your subconscious mind is switched off. And I've got clairsentience. I don't see a ghost, but I feel that something's looking at me. When I used to go up there, and the main thing is the room is freezing. As soon as I've evicted it, I haven't evicted it nastily, but I try to evict them during the day when I'm not frightened or anything. Because I mean, at night, if something does call your name, like Jen last night, you do get up a bit scared. So when it shouted my name, when it shouted Ashley's name, I thought, right, that's enough. During the middle of the day, I'm going to get it out. But I've heard that you're not supposed to answer to them when they're shouting your name. So I didn't answer to this. It was a woman anyway. But I didn't answer to her until in the day I thought, right, I'm going to try and evict her. So I got some sage. I saged the house. I salted round the bed. And then my name got called again. I thought, this isn't worked. And then all of a sudden, my spirit guides, my granddad specifically, in my mind was going, oh, she's all right. Can she just stay in that room? She doesn't want... And I thought, well, that's weird that he's asking me for her to stay. And then I thought, well, I haven't actually talked to her. And I said, oh, all right, she can stay. So I put the bedside table lamp on for her and everything. And I went downstairs and I thought, this is ridiculous. It's freezing up there. It's because it was the cold and the fact that my friend stayed there and she got upset about the name calling. I thought, no, I'm not having it. I went upstairs and I said to her, I said, you shouldn't be in this room. You should be gone. You should be up with your... Well, what had happened was she was quite young when she died. She was 37 and her family had killed her. And she thought that if she went to the light, they were going to collect her. And I said, no, I promise you. I had to beg her. I said, look, I promise you, you can go up there and I'll get somebody else to collect you. Nobody you know in this life is going to get you. I'm going to get my angels and that to come and pick you up, and you're not going. And she did go eventually, but I had to keep going on and on.
So we've
and
got
on.
loads of comments
Ghost
now.
stories. Let's have your ghost stories then, Jenny.
I didn't know they had been killed, about the 2 girls on the bike.
No.
And then, what are you talking about? In the past, I was so afraid of ghosts, but now I don't know. Oh, I don't care, not I don't know.
Excellent.
Someone on your one is saying something I can't see. That's why it's important to have black cat or 10, because they're known as protectors.
Oh, Molly.
Oh, you've got Molly.
I've
That's
got
why.
Molly.
You haven't seen a ghost,
No,
that's why.
no, it's
Right,
why. Where are you going? Oh, don't look upstairs, Sean, because she's decided to use my bedroom as a toilet, that one. Not my cat. Temporarily here. Well.
Mitten. Mitten, come here.
Any dreamers?
Come on, good girl. Come on. Come on up here.
Come on.
Right, so the other, shall I tell you another thing? Hi, Grimley.
Hi, Grimley.
Hi, Go on, Jen.
For all of those who don't actually, who are joining us for the first time, Grimley is a regular.
Hey.
Regular on Jenny's Oh My God.
Thank you
on
for coming
YouTube.
every time I'm on live. Every time I'm live. Even from
Oh, bless
That
you.
is
bike
brilliant,
ride on the
Jenny.
Monday morning. Yep. Hello, ladies, he's saying.
He's got to move up from
Oh,
Stafford.
is that another one? Looking beautiful today, Paula. Loving the hair.
Hey.
Thank you. Who's
Jessica
that?
Smith. Jessica Smith.
Oh, thank you, Jess. Oh my God, I haven't seen Jessica in a long, long time. How are you? How's the family? Thank you for joining us.
So we are talking about, we've got to keep saying it in case anybody's
Ghosts.
joined.
Yeah,
we are talking
Ghost
about
stories.
ghost
We want Jenny.
stories.
Your ghost story.
Well, I've got
under
another
the bridge.
one.
Oh, another one, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
I was cycling, this is 2 or 3 years ago, I was cycling along on my bike and at the back of the Orbis Centre, do you know where that is in Lowestoft?
No.
Right by, along the edge, on the end of the seawall, next to the wind turbine. It's like a big office building, it's called the Orbis Centre. But years ago, that would have been the beach village there, right? And I was cycling along and in front of me there was a bloke in a very long wax jacket, but covered in like fish guts and crap, and it's just hot, you know, really dirty, smelly wax jacket and a boiling hot day. And I was thinking, why is he going
Do you
along
smell him?
wearing that? Well, no, I couldn't smell him actually, but you could see that he would smell.
Yeah.
Right? He was covered.
No auto-suggestion there, is there?
you could
So
see
you
that
could
he
say you
was,
would smell a
and
fish.
he had a really horrible hat on, like all covered in muck, and walking along, boiling hot day, and there's cars here, and he's in front of me walking along, and I'm right behind him on the bike going really slowly because
Yeah,
I'm
because
going
he's walking.
at walking pace.
Yeah.
And he turned left in between 2 parked cars and disappeared. No? Debunk that.
Oh. Yeah, but if you were
And
there
I
and you
got to
saw
the
it,
cars
Paula,
and went, well, where did he go?
yeah.
Yeah, it just vanished into thin air.
Would you say that you believe Jenny, at least, that she didn't just...
I believe that Jenny believes she saw a ghost.
Right?
Right, but whether or not it's actually a real thing, whether, because you know, it could be a form of epilepsy as well,
Oh,
where you
for
no,
goodness
I'm bang this. There is science for this, where your brain will bring something back into it. Something will trigger it in that space.
So someone's saying maybe that I cycled away, means answering Jenny saying about that one. Oh, someone's saying about somewhere in Yarmouth. I'll read that when you finish.
All right, okay. Yeah, it could be a form of epilepsy.
Oh,
Yeah, well, why shouldn't it? Why couldn't it be?
you're the most sceptical
give
witch I've ever
I
met in
am
my life.
very, very sceptical. The amount of people that come in to, yeah.
I did a reading for a lady, right? I met her at Butlins actually, and then she asked me to come and do readings for her at work
What are you
and her colleagues at work. So I went there. She left herself right to the end, and she said, "Since I met you in Butlins, I now see dead people when I'm drunk. What am I supposed to do with that? I don't know who they are." And I said, "Well, you can't just." I said, "You're just gonna have to ask them who they are." But she didn't see him before that. Meeting me, it's triggered off her seeing people when she's drunk.
Are you proud of that? Yeah.
No, I just think it's funny.
When she's drunk, though.
Only when
no,
she's
actually,
drunk.
I'm going to debunk that. When
you're
she's
not-
drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
Say no more.
What you? Oh wait.
So, right. So, do we have any ghost stories now?
Has anybody got any seen
Anything that
Any
we think's going to like
ghost
really
stories?
convince me what's going on there?
So Grimley is saying
There's loads coming up on your show.
Nothing's going to convince you.
it's just loads of people saying I've joined the chat and putting a thumbs up.
Have you heard of
Oh.
children seeing a man in a black coat, same all over the world?
No.
Yeah, but that's so generic. So absolutely generic. And the
See,
things
okay,
we
so
say
let
to
me
our
say-
children, the things we say to our children to stop to keep
Hi,
them alive.
Amy. My cousin's on there.
Oh,
She's my
Hi, Amy.
Scorpio cousin.
so the thing about being like ghost stories and all these and stories for children is it's to teach them the rules of
Not
society.
to go out with
Yeah,
strangers.
don't leave the
Yeah.
path or you'll get eaten by a wolf. It's simple. Yeah, have you ever left a path and been eaten by a wolf? Because you've never left a path, have you, in the woods? Because you don't want to get eaten by a wolf.
Yeah.
Right?
Or don't go in
yeah.
a stranger's house because it might be the three bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, okay, so let me put it another way. Do you believe that if an event has happened somewhere that was quite, I don't know, say World War or there was something, do you not believe in like energy and it replays itself? Like people walking and
Possibly.
walking.
Yes, possibly.
So like say you went to a big field
You
and it
can
was
see-
a World War II.
You see it. You see it on the ground where you go up in castles and the steps have been worn by centuries and centuries of people walking.
Yeah.
So yeah, there must be. You can go. When you go to a town, there's a particular feeling about it. You know. So yeah, you can pick
So
up on
that could
energy.
have been an energy at the back of the Orbis Centre from the beach village.
Could have been.
But do you think that's possibly because you are clairsentient and you're not going to see anything?
Right, so we've got
He
Grimley.
stands in the bedroom corners, watching over children all over the world, explaining exactly what they're wearing. It's a bit creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Creepy,
Don't do
a
that.
creepy
That's
ghost.
one of yours, Sean,
A creepy
isn't it?
ghost, yeah.
So it's
Oh.
that's to stop children from getting up in the night.
Yeah, definitely. I'll make me stay in bed. I think.
That
Right,
made me say in bed.
at St George's Theatre in Yarmouth used to be a chapel. Two shadow figures are often filmed or seen. Oh, I have to put my glasses back on. Hold on. Filmed walking in the corridors.
Again, you know, there's lights change, people move. Yeah, sometimes there are. Some people show me stuff on YouTube, but you know, is it true? You know, the things that people will put online now just to make money, Jenny.
There's plenty of stories, and I do think that these sort of paranormal activity, ghost hunter things, when I don't really watch them because I think this is just all like just to make money. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe in it. But when I hear, say for example, a story like Jenny's or somebody, one-to-one person tells me, I think, well, they're telling me because they did see it. Whether I can't see, like I said, I can feel it looking at me. I can't see it, and I'm actually quite glad about that because I think I would be even more freaked out if I could see something. But like with that one with Jenny, with the fisherman, it's a vibration. All the fishermen would have been there. It's to show her that this was where we were, because like she said, that used to be the old village before. You know, like Cornwall, when they have the little houses around waiting for the fish.
Next.
Right, okay, I've got another one.
Mm-hmm.
When I was living in one of the houses I had, not the one I've got now, not the one, yeah, the one before the one I've got now, and my kids were little, and I've told you this one before about how they used to be upstairs and the toilet was downstairs. We had a downstairs loo, and to get an excuse to get out of bed and come back downstairs, we need the toilet. Right, so I just put them up to bed and I was washing up in the kitchen. You know, like similar to this, a terraced house where you're in the kitchen and you can see the staircase from the kitchen, I saw 2 kids running down the stairs, and I shouted, "Get back in bed!" And they ran into the front room. You know what a terrace house is like? You've got the front room, the middle room, and then the kitchen at the back. And then I went in the front room, and there was nobody in there. And they were still upstairs. And then, about a week later...
Did that freak you out or not?
Yeah, a bit. About a week later, I heard footsteps running down the stairs again, but they were at my mum and dad's. And I saw 2 kids running in the front room.
But where were the stairs in your neighbouring house?
Probably
The
on
thing
right
with
opposite
those,
that.
exactly. Well, the thing with those old terraced houses is you can get echoes through them. Real life, in the real time, not echoes from time past. You know, like real life. Next door neighbour, 2 doors down, has run up his stairs, and that then comes back to your.
Yeah, but you can't see them.
Well, you didn't the second time. You just heard it.
No, I really
I
really wish that a ghost called Paula's name tonight.
Yeah.
Just
If you're in this house, can you call out Paula really loud?
Yeah.
There's nothing in this house.
Because you got a black cat.
I've got a black cat. I've got enough crystals to like sink a ship. Yeah. Please, can you come and buy some crystals from the shop so I don't have to have them all here in the winter? That'd be really great. Ace, thank you. Side Witch Circus, Seafront, Great Yarmouth. Yeah, but no.
She's not.
No, look, you've got one on your one now, Paula.
Have I? Who from?
Paula's just got vintage coming up on hers. All of the clothes.
I haven't seen, but I've felt a cat jump up on the bed. Now I have 2.
You said you
as
saw
you know, but when I've looked, it's been neither. Right, that's Jade Bethan said that.
Right, yeah.
And then on my one, Jenny is saying, I hope my cake doesn't disappear.
Oh.
Ooh, you got cake.
What, the Christmas cake?
Who said about the cake?
Oh, that one of my
Was
ones.
on yours?
The one that saw the. I suppose she doesn't. She's saying if there's ghosts in your house, she's not gonna. Doesn't want them to eat her cake.
No, I wouldn't want
Well, they can't eat,
I've
can
had
they?
enough of people in my house eating my cake anyway.
No, you
I've just
said
had a
you
piece
saw
of
your
Paula's
dog.
cake.
Oh yeah, but that could be easily explained because the other, it might have been that the cat that's not supposed to be upstairs had quickly scuttled through, and she could have because she wasn't black like Molly. And I'm expecting to see a black cat, so if I see a slightly different colour, and if I showed you a picture of squirrel, you could see how with your eyes squinted up and like in a like millisecond you might But yeah, I did think for a moment there that was squirrel, but that's because I'm used to seeing that and thinking from years ago. But odd that it's the first time in this house. But I don't think it was. I used to see scuttlers in the old house.
What are scuttlers, please?
Well, they're like sort of. You can't see. You they're just like a little shadow, a little like.
Right, okay,
sort of,
yeah,
you
like
can't
an
even really
orb
see
type
it.
of
Just
thing.
not an orb. You see,
Scuttler.
the thing about orbs and a lot of this, like angel numbers, no one actually knew about these until digital clocks and digital cameras.
Yeah.
No, I see him
Yeah.
without the camera. I see him behind me, like I've seen him in the house without seeing a camera. Just whoosh.
I'm sure. I
Yeah.
don't know about orbs. I think sometimes it's just dust in the air.
Though I did.
No.
I can remember,
Some of the ones I've
doing
seen.
a night of
Some of them
readings
are nice.
actually at the townhouse in Norwich, and a lady was filming the reading I was doing for her friend,
Yeah.
and an orb. There was
Yeah.
orbs all floating around the room. Easily could have been dust, but the one that actually flew and landed in the middle of the cards hovered for a bit
Yeah,
and then left.
no.
I don't- That was
that
a
made me
little
shiver.
bit-
That made me
That was
shiver
a little
then.
bit weird. Okay,
Yeah.
I will admit, but I saw that with
Hi,
my eye. I
Rick.
saw that on the
You
camera.
saw
Right, we've got a
Yeah.
long one here. Hold on.
Yours or
Well,
mine?
Mine.
There's 2. There's one on yours.
There
as well.
used to be a show on ITV in the 90s called Strange But True, hosted by Michael Aspel. I was obsessed with it, full of strange stories. It's what introduced me to the Enfield poltergeist.
Right.
And then that's still the one about the cat on that one.
Right. One of the things that people who've got ADHD or a little bit neurodivergent might actually be experiencing is that they may actually be able to possibly see all these other things, but they're being so used to, just calm yourself down, don't let your imagination run away with you. But you get that for so long, it could very well be that if I am actually seeing these things, my mind, because it's been so trained into, you've got an overactive imagination, that now I don't, I immediately rationalise everything that I see and hear. But then I think I have to, because doing the job I do, if I listened and believed every single piece of absolute radical nonsense that people came in and talked, I'd end up needing a lot longer than 2 months a year off.
You don't have to believe in everything, but I've seen stuff with my own eyes and heard things with my own eyes and witnessed and done things. Like, which I've had to evict, and I've watched something like, I think as well, another way that they'll visit you is in your dreams. And there's a different style of dream. When you see your loved ones in a dream, the dream is very realistic. It's like in their living room or your old house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get a dream and you've got an abstract dream and it's about some nonsense, that's fine. But when you see like your nan, it will be in her house and it will be at a set time and it won't be, and then when you see them, it's like you're going, oh my God, look, they're back. Oh my God, wait, we've got to tell everybody. And they're like looking at you like, no, you can't tell, no, I'm not back. And you're going, but you're alive, and then you wake up and you feel really upset that they're not here because you've seen them in the dream, and because it was them visiting you, you're so, have you had that? You're so like, oh my God, it's you, you're back, why, you're not dead, and you know, that sort of thing. That's how you feel in the
I've never
dream.
had that.
No, have you?
No,
You
I've
haven't,
had
I can tell by her face she has.
I've had Derek. I've been dreamt about Derek turning into my ex-husband like that, turning into pig face, right? And then I've been going, where's Derek? I want Derek back. What have you done with Derek? And I've woken up, and I've had to check he's there. Oh yeah, he's still there.
See that, like Jenny's just described a dream, which is her subconscious mind basically working out,
Yeah.
like she's frightened that, you know, that was an awful time of her
Yeah,
life.
Jung-Woo's got a really strong connection with tarot and stuff, and psychological stuff. He does do a lot about dreams. Freud does a lot about dreams.
Who?
Yeah.
Freud.
Sorry.
Freud does a lot about dream interpretation, how you use it to work through your subconscious. But Jung suggests we're actually working through sort of universal spirit in our dreams. This is where all this astral projection stuff comes along.
Yeah, because some people have
Astral
quite-
projection and
Well,
guided
can we do that
meditation.
on another day? We're talking
Yeah, I'm
about
just going to
ghosts.
say that there can be conversations
We're
we're
doing
going to have
that,
for
James.
another day because, yeah, absolute
We're
tosh.
doing magic. Yeah, but I'm just saying that people are expecting to see an actual figure, a ghost, and they talk out loud. It doesn't happen like that.
No.
So when you see it or when you feel it, it can be in a number of different ways.
Yeah, I don't think they wear a white sheet either.
No.
Right, 2 on your one. Please don't let that little thing back. No, Keith Webb.
Yeah.
Jade Bethan, bought a lot of selenite. I have tons of it.
Oh, that's a
But
good
it's
idea.
that crystal actually used for, please.
Right, selenite. Oh my gosh. They call that the angel stone, don't they? So it's definitely a connection towards divinity and angels. Watch handling it because it's very, very brittle.
Come on then.
I don't think it's one you can actually cleanse with water.
No, it cleanses other things.
Yeah, but don't let it get damp. But it's to do with goddess Selene.
And what does it do, cleanse?
It's an angel connection stone.
Yeah.
So it's like a stone for divine. Oh gosh, Google it.
It's a protection one as
Yeah,
well.
I've forgotten more than I can remember
Come
on
on
that
then,
one.
mate, and
but-
you can come online.
Yeah.
Come and have a
Lots
little
of
sit
useful uses. Seems like quite often these days it's found in wands because it's actually really quite cheap,
down. Come on then, have you go.
but it is very, very brittle. Very, very brittle.
Good girl. We've got a cat now. We're proper witches. She's finally come up because she got told off for peeing in the house.
And pooing.
Pooing in the house.
Seeing and pooing.
Okay, so this
Do you
is
see
Mitten.
goats missing? Do you
This
see
is not
goats?
this is not Molly who you see in the other pictures. She's the proper witch.
This
with
is
black
Mitten the
cat.
kitten. Everybody.
Right.
Ghosts.
Anyone else got any ghost stories
Yeah.
you'd like to tell us about?
Shall I tell you about
The graveyard one.
there's 2 because I made a video which is coming up in my channel if you subscribe. About the ghost of High Street in Lowestoft, and there's a man in a shop
Good girl.
who's got a little boy following him around. But not only in the shop, he's gone everywhere with him, everywhere he's worked. The little boy has been there.
Right.
And look at your face. And then we've got Marino in the haberdashery shop has got a lady ghost who was one of the shop owners, because this was a shop which was built in the 1700s.
Who likes to fiddle with
Who likes
buttons?
fiddling with all the pretty ribbons and the buttons, and while I was there filming, or
When
not
you say
filming,
fiddling with him, what do you mean fiddling?
well, looking at them, not fiddling with them. She's fiddling with them, and the lady is there looking at them with her.
Well, she can see
But
the women.
while I was
People
there,
are going to
the
watch
door,
this and think we're talking to ghosts on ours because there's nobody out. They can't actually see Jenny.
Jenny is our ghost
Jenny's
today.
our ghost. Jenny is our like. You just need to scoot just this way a bit, Jenny. Well, if you shuffle
Hey,
your bum.
We're trying to get Jen on all 4 devices. It's quite difficult.
Don't worry about it. They can hear. They can see my hand. No.
Talk to the hand. Yeah, you can get all 3 people if you go to Jenny's. This is just a way of doing it to get people to go onto YouTube,
no, it's
isn't it?
not.
It is,
But
but
when
you're the
it's-
only one that we can see all 3 people on.
That's because I've got such a good phone. You see.
Anyway, look,
What I was going to say, while I was there talking to the lady in the haberdashery shop,
Yeah.
the door opened on its own and shut. But I didn't have the camera. I didn't have the flipping camera working at the time. Yeah.
Oh, that's. By the way, guys, can you hear us okay? We're trying out just one microphone today because last week it was terrible sound on the Facebook. So anyone on Paula's,
Yeah.
can
Can you,
just
if you're on
Hi
Paula's
guys,
one,
Hey,
I'm just
acknowledge.
waving. Yeah, I'm
can
waving
you
on
just
all of
acknowledge?
them.
And we are really grateful you come and join us.
yeah, we are. I've got super chats on mine as well now. Look up there. So
What's a super chat.
well, you can pay me for my content, but I haven't had anything yet,
Oh.
and I'm not expecting that I will.
Oh.
But
Has anyone watched that
look,
that
it's
funny?
there. See, super chat, and somewhere down the bottom where the comments are, you can click on it.
And also, I've done a few videos on my, whether it was Instagram, I think it was Instagram at the time, and I was talking about spiritual stuff, and an orb just comes straight past, like you say. You know, it can be dust, but then suddenly one that just goes.
Yeah, but
towards-
like if you've got things in your house made of glass, you can get like all kinds of like lights come through and.
Oh, I don't have mirrors, nothing.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't even realise you're getting a reflection off it, and because it's gone once, it could be a car going past with something on it that you get a light from.
Anyone else got any ghost
yeah, I
stories they want
agree,
to tell
you
us about?
You can rationalise it if you want to, Paula.
Yeah, absolutely, I will.
In fact, it's quite. Sometimes people would rather rationalise it than believe it because then it just opens up a whole can of worms.
Yeah,
In a way.
maybe it does.
I mean, my uncle is a real non-believer, but they bought this house and it was an old inn where you'd put the
Yeah.
horses and that in the stables.
The coaches.
And there was a
yeah.
there was a separate sort of from the kitchen. There was a separate little staircase that was for the servants. It wasn't a very big house with a bell at the end. You know, they'd ring and say, "I want something upstairs," and you'd go upstairs. There was little tiny servants' rooms with what you duck under to get into. Now I slept in there, and I was a kid. I didn't, but I was so I need the loo quite a lot in the night, and I was so petrified in that house. I would not go to the loo. And my uncle reckoned that he was fiddling around sorting the TV out in the bedroom and thought that she was wearing a Victorian dress. It's a bit weird, but he saw this woman and thought it was one of his wife's friends. Now he's a bigger skeptic. He would be like, load of rubbish. But he said she was standing in the doorway watching him do the telly, and he thought it was one of Jenny's friends, even though she's dressed in a Victorian dress and
I'm
looked
just
lovely.
watching that cat to make sure
What?
she's getting comfortable, not about to
Come on.
wee.
Down you get. Come on. You're not
We're
weeing
gonna
up
nice throws.
Come on. No. She's getting in trouble for weeing, aren't you, Mitten? Come on.
Hasn't she got a tray?
Yeah, she's got a cat flap.
Come on, sit down here then.
Got a cat flap. An entire house doesn't have to be on the soft furnishings. If she
Come on.
you
You
know,
can't go outside.
Well, my cat's got
Oh.
2 trays, and he was doing it all.
I've even put a litter tray just
Yeah.
outside the cat flap for him, Jenny.
We're all moaning about
Has
it.
anyone seen a ghost of their pet?
Anyone else seen a ghost of their pet? That's a
Yeah.
good one. No.
Having rationalised that I didn't actually see squirrel, I just saw maybe a flick of that cat's tail, but scuttlers.
You did think.
Scuttlers.
Scuttlers. Go on.
Scuttlers. They were like little sort of
Black
dark,
things.
you know, like little dark shadows, and they just run along a skirting board. They were always really low.
Okay, yeah.
And
yeah.
they didn't really go across the room. They were always just scuttle around the edges. And as soon as you thought you saw them, you looked, they were gone.
Yeah, that's
So
another
that
thing.
could
that's
actually just
another-
be blood pressure.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
your eyes.
Yeah,
God's
blood
sake.
pressure. Yeah,
There it is.
yeah.
Is it scuttlers?
Because I kept seeing things run across down on the ground. Like I thought there was a spider on the floor or something.
Oh no, mine
when
were
I-
bigger than spiders.
When I asked the optician. She said it's just your eyes doing a across
thing.
your eyelid.
Well, you can rationalise anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I'm saying is, you're adamant about them scuttlers
Blimey.
because you saw him.
Well, yeah, but I'm also aware of the fact that I might actually have been seeing, my mind was projecting an imaginative response to my visual stimulation. Is that actually, did I actually see a ghost? Was it my interpretation of
Who was
things?
the scuttler?
Well, I don't know.
Little black
That's
things.
just why it was just like little black. It was just like
Black thing.
when you think, what's that? And then you look and it's gone.
Is it like
But they
anything
used
off
to
Harry
run
Potter?
around. No. I don't know, Harry Potter.
What about, I'll tell you where there's scuttlers. On the old film Ghost with Patrick Swayze.
Is there?
Yeah, and you know when somebody dies and he's not very nice and them scuttlers come up and take him down to hell? Have you not seen it?
Oh
You
no,
must have loved that
God,
film.
my house might have been a portal to
Scuttler.
hell. Can you imagine that? Anyone who came around my old house, it didn't feel like it was a portal to hell, please. Like, share, love and subscribe. What is it, love and subscribe? I can't
I don't
remember. What we've
know.
got to
Follow,
do. It's been a hard
subscribe.
week so far. It's only Wednesday.
Scuttlers. What about demons? Has anyone seen a demon?
No.
Oh, there was one in my dad's house.
My friend
Definitely
Mike, he
haven't
reckons he saw one.
seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are scary. I'm not going to say the swear word.
Right.
And I tried
How
to
would
get
you
rid
know
of
if
it.
you've seen one?
I still can't see it, but it's just the feeling of like it's so big and overbearing, and it started to talk to me as if it was somebody like one of my spirit guides, but it was started to swear. They start to get angry.
Mm.
But I
That's
never
most
used to
men are,
like.
doesn't he?
My sister had a lot of problems in that bedroom when she was growing up. She used to see things. My mum took no notice and sort of said, "Oh, it's all right, whatever." She saw things come out the headboard and everything. And then, and sometimes you've got a property where they say sometimes if you have an extension on your house, it can affect the energy or whatever. This bedroom. Now, I never used to like the corridor in my dad's bungalow or this room. And when you go in there, like the sensors in the corner with the lights on them, that would go mad. Flick, 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 nothing's in there.
Mm.
And my dad said he wanted it decorated. So I was in there during the middle of the day and I was decorating.
Hi, Kimmy.
And the dog, my dad's dog, was sitting right near me, just staring up at the sky. The thing was going mad, the corner light.
Hi, Motown.
And outside it was sunshine. And then I started getting this like message that, my friend's auntie wanted to talk to her. And it was as if it was my friend's auntie talking. And she wanted me to write something down about what he was saying. It was really nasty stuff what was coming out on the paper. And I didn't think, because I was quite new at doing what I was doing. So I was just writing down. I phoned my friend. She went, "That's not my auntie that's saying these things." And I thought, well, because it was like horrible stuff about her husband and what he was doing to her and all this stuff that was coming out of this, I thought was her, because I can't see anything. And then all of a sudden I thought, and then I started to get this feeling. Then I looked at the dog's staring into nothing, because that's another thing, the dogs can see things.
Mm.
And I thought, well, what is it then? And then I started saying in my mind to what was saying to me, I said, get out of my dad's house. Because at the time, my dad was getting lots of illnesses and his bedroom was only there.
Mm.
And they say like the demons can prey on people that are vulnerable, alcoholics or drug takers, or people that have got like mental health problems. They prey on them, right?
Low energy attraction.
So I just said, get out of my dad's house. And I was quite strong, but I was also quite frightened, even though it was the middle of the day and outside was bright sunshine. And all of a sudden, this great big cloud came over and it started rain and thunder. And I just thought, what the hell? And I was in the house on my own. So I thought, I was actually petrified. It was the middle of the day and all I was doing was trying to decorate this room. And when I find the spirit guides, and then my spirit guides had gone quiet. It was as if this thing had just blacked everything out. So I was like shouting them, "Can you come back? Can you help? Like, I need this thing gone." And they it was like, as I was leaving my dad's house down the corridor, which I never used to like growing up, it was like it was following me, telling me to get out of my own dad's house. And I was looking back at it, trying to be tough, going, "This is my dad's house, you get out." And it was like I was having an argument. But it was so strong, it wasn't a human. I just knew it wasn't a human.
Yeah, but you talk to reptiles.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, see
they're not
that
great.
you almost had me there for a moment, Sean. Jenny, what was that one you
Someone
had?
was saying, what about a loft conversion?
Yeah, again, anything that gets done to the house,
Yeah.
anything that gets changed.
See, the theory of that is it bangs around all the energy anyway, but never mind. I won't hope. Do you remember you told me your story about being under the bridge? Doing a film?
Oh, yes, yeah. Well, I wasn't under a bridge, I was next to the bridge.
Hi everyone, it's Jen. Is that Jess who's trying to join us? I don't know if that's her.
Invite Jess to join
There's
us
a guest.
Oh yeah, go on.
Is
Somebody
it
press-
Jess
Yeah,
Jess?
that'll be Jess. I'm sure it is.
What if it isn't?
That'll be Jess. Well, we'll have someone called Jess joining us that we think is
Okay,
somebody
Jess,
else.
go on.
It says invite.
Invitates. I don't know if that'll be Jess or another Jess, but anyway, it doesn't matter. She can join us if she wants.
Wait a minute. Sometimes my finger went. Oh no, it's all right. We're trying to get you to enjoy.
Invitation centre's done.
No, never mind.
Done.
God, wouldn't it be good if loads of people could just join us? If we could just see them all sat there like a Zoom call.
Well,
a
I
cup
was
of coffee.
doing a live once, and this woman did join me, and I didn't even know what I was doing, and she joined up and she had a chat. It was brilliant.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
a
what
Zoom
you-
call.
Next week, we want to get as many of you to get a cup of coffee and join us live as you can. That'd be so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah, please be dressed. Those of you that
Yeah,
like to
please
walk
be
around with
dressed.
nothing
Or you
on.
can have a dressing gown.
Skyclad, they call that in the old week.
Skyclad?
Skyclad, yeah. Skyclad.
Right.
So, Jenny, your ghost story.
What about if I? Oh, go on then.
Go on, have you got someone come up with a
Yeah,
ghost
but
story there?
Excuse me. What about if I buy a shed from B&Q and put it on the outside wall? I think that's just simple.
Yes, good job. Good
Oh,
job.
what? And see if you
Can
got
I
get
just
a ghost
say,
in the shed.
if you were going to buy a shed, right, those metal ones are really good value, but they have so many bits in.
I know.
So
We
many,
remember that.
many bits in, and they take a long time to actually put together if you don't finish it off all in one go.
Right. So are you talking about my
Yes, Scotland.
Get your shed.
Yeah, get
Definitely
your
get
shed.
your shed.
But get a wooden one.
But if you put it against your outside wall, make sure that people can't climb up it to get into your window, because that's inviting like real world people in rather than ghosts.
Have you seen an angel?
I don't know, doubt it. Might have done. See, I don't know. I can't remember much about my childhood. Maybe I did, but maybe because of the time, you know, in the 60s and 70s, and
People
you
were
know,
just
you were, sit down, be quiet, you know,
Yeah.
calm down, don't be so weird. Can't you just be normal?
Jenny had an imaginary friend, but weren't imaginary. Jimmy,
Jimmy?
Yeah.
he's still here. He's grown up. No?
Has he actually grown up?
Yes.
He's
no,
grown
no,
up the
yeah,
same-
He's sitting next to you.
Is he?
Yeah.
I do.
Can you see him?
Does he
though,
like
Jen?
bombs? I'd be freaked out.
That's
now
weird,
if
because
Jimmy
they say
started
that
following
ghosts
him
are
out.
meant to stay the same age, but Jimmy's not. He's grown up.
How do we know he's actually a ghost and not someone from a
What about if
parallel
he's an
dimension?
alien?
Yeah, but what if we're to believe in these timelines and timeline shifts, then it could very well be that Jimmy is sitting here in two different parallel timelines with Jenny.
Well,
Moving on.
Yeah.
Right,
Moving
so
on.
you
The bridge.
The bridge.
I was doing a film which is on my channel. It's called The Haunted Bridge, funnily enough. And have you been to Potter Heigham?
I have.
And there's a bridge there, and years ago a carriage went over it that had been to a wedding, and then the people on it saw a skeleton apparently and a devil going
Right,
over the
okay.
bridge. Right. Well, I was standing next to the bridge with my phone like this, talking about it with one of those microphones on. Oh no, that's flashing. And when I listened back when I got home, there's loads of voices like, going
No
down
sound
the
at all. Can
microphone.
anyone hear us, please, on Facebook? Who's still there? Keith, are you still there? Can you give us a little sign that you can hear us?
just a thumbs up will do.
Or can anyone just let us know that you can actually hear us, because we're having.
We always have
We
some.
might be having microphone issues, but I've never seen the red light before.
Oh, it's a ghost.
Yeah, so anyway, I was talking
It's so
into...
funny. So honestly, a ghost. Yeah, Jenny,
Go on.
you're
I was
under the
talking
bridge.
into my
Under the
microphone
bridge.
on,
No,
next
it's
to
gone
the
red
bridge.
again.
Stop
And-
looking at my microphone.
I was looking
yeah?
at boobs.
Under the bridge.
Rick
What
can
higher?
say he can hear us on my one.
Brilliant. We're completely deaf on mine.
Hey.
Yeah. That's good. Come on, Jenny.
Right, yes,
The
and-
bridge.
Yes, and I was talking, and when I got home, when there's nobody there, I was standing on my own in a field next to a bridge. Nobody's there at all. And when I put the microphone on, and when I listened back to the video, all I could hear was wow down the microphone.
Right.
And then when I went to Bungay to do the this is the devil worship capital of the world video. And I was walking through the graveyard, you can hear voices like that. And I'm the only person in that graveyard at the time. And I had that microphone. That's why I stopped using that microphone. It was freaking me out.
You've got a haunted microphone.
Yeah. So have you.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
yours
flashing
is-
red because
okay.
it needs charging, maybe.
Can you hear us on TikTok, everybody?
Oh, look,
give us a
there's
thumbs
one
up.
there. I can hear you.
Oh, good. Thanks, Jade.
Woo!
Thanks,
Thank you,
because we've had
Jade.
a
Everyone
bit
can
of
see
a.
right down there when you bend down.
They're great boots. Cost enough money to be.
Yeah, I know they got paid for them. Whee!
Did you?
Yeah.
That'll push your
They're not
ratings
mine,
up.
that's fine. That'll
Yeah, a
put
lot of
it-
my people who come on after the show in the evening, they love you. Oh, can we meet the ginger witch?
Oh, yes. The ginger witch.
The little ginger witch.
Has anyone? What about say what else goes?
So, like, okay, see, when you're using electrical devices, they pick up things at a different level. So these will
Different
pick up.
frequencies.
They will. So you'll be picking up on all kinds of things. You'll be picking up the noise from other people that you can't actually hear.
Or the wind.
The wind, the sound of the river underneath the bridge may have made a noise.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. Ghosts speak in a
Whispers.
different frequency, maybe. That's why you can't always hear them unless it picks up on the microphone.
We've got someone here who thinks we're possessed. They're putting up the Bible quotation.
Oh, thank you. Probably wasted
Oh,
on
it's
us.
just what we
phone up, but
wanted.
try.
Thank you.
The Bible quote is on YouTube. If anyone would like to go over to Oh My Goth later on and see what we've been quoted, I can't read it from here, and I don't think Jenny
No,
wants to.
don't. No,
Yeah.
carry on.
Any more ghost stories anyone would like to offer?
Yeah, has anybody got any more ghost stories?
A real ghost story that was
Well,
actually
talking-
going to make me go, oh no!
So what about certain? Okay, so what about certain buildings make you feel really creeped out for no reason?
No,
No.
no.
Yeah, there used to be a museum in Yarmouth, just up. I don't know what the street is. There's a street not too far from
The
here.
Toll House, Elizabethan.
No.
None of them.
You know, well, anyway, it was called something like it was a bloke's name, Howard or something. That used
Museum.
There was a museum. It's probably a shop now. Years ago, and I took my kids there. It was really cheap. It was like £1 to get in or something. Really cheap museum. And when I got upstairs, I went, oh my God, it's just so... it just felt like there was someone going like this up my arm. I had a really blinding headache. There was a funny smell. And like that. Whispering coming
I
from
used to have a
everywhere.
car that made me sad.
Oh.
I used to have I had an Audi A4 convertible and it broke, right? And when that broke, as a temporary measure, I took a car that was called Roller Skate, and it was because someone had died.
In
Right?
it.
No, not in it. No, they died, and it was their son's car. And he was an old.
Oh,
he was
right,
in his
yeah.
60s. It wasn't like it was some tragic incident and he died in the car. And it was all right. No. He passed away of natural causes. God rest his soul. Right, but I'd ended up buying his car. And every time I got in that car, it made me fucking really sad, right? And I just, and all it wanted me to do was play the CDs that it left in the car. You know, it was
So
like,
do you think it was him, the one that died? He was a bit of a sad.
well, he stopped when I started putting in Faithless really loud. And
Oh, he didn't like that.
Well, he did, yeah. I started to feel
What
a
did he
little bit.
want? Neil
I
Diamond.
started-
who would?
Maybe I was just sad because I really loved the convertible and having to sit in a Corsa, very small Corsa, instead of a nice, roomy convertible was, you know, it was
So
obviously
if
my karma,
ghosts
but
don't exist, right?
yeah.
Why, if there's a tragedy in a house, for example, like in Norwich, that tragedy where that man killed all his family and then killed himself in the house,
Mhm.
do you have to declare that when you sell it? If there's no such thing as a ghost,
I didn't know you had to.
you do have to declare what's happened if there's
Yeah.
been a tragedy in a house.
Well, if someone's died.
Well, not just somebody died, it could have been like that man, he's not just died, he shot everybody and killed himself in that house.
Oh.
Then if that's
Well, I want to
sold...
know, I think, if I was buying a house and something like that had happened.
Okay, so why
What
do people want
difference
to
does
know?
it actually make?
Where? Because if
What
the-
Yeah, but that's
difference
what I'm saying.
does it
Okay,
actually make?
So if people, like most of the time, estate agents, police officers, they don't really believe in ghosts, but a lot of them, if they've got a case and they cannot solve the case, will not say anything, but they will hire a psychic to try and help them if they've got no evidence, they can't find it, and there's a missing person or whatever, they will get a psychic in.
They're not very open about that, though.
No, they're not open about it, but what I'm saying is you have to declare.
And
if
then
there's
who
been a
do you get
tragedy.
in? Do you get in some psychic who's or inverted quote psychic? Because we've seen so many, haven't we, Sean? Yeah, but some psychic, and I bet you've seen some psychics in your time, Jenny.
Yeah.
Well,
Right? But who do you get in? Someone who believes everything.
No, because there's a program. It's American. There's two programs. There's one called Sensing Murder, which is Australian, and there's another one called Psychic Detective. And what they sometimes do is bring them into an old case that's never been solved from like 20, 30 years ago, before there was DNA, and they'll get them to reopen the case and try and pinpoint what happened and who it was. And I'm telling you now, some of them are brilliant.
Do they rarely, or do they say that that's what they're doing for the television? This is my whole issue, I think, with a lot of all of this stuff.
Yeah, but if you don't watch them, you won't be able to like.
Yeah, but you're watching them, and it's like Charmed, right? Useful primer.
Yeah,
No worse than Harry Potter for teaching you how to work magic.
Yeah.
No worse at all. But the problem is people come in and that's their gospel.
Well, no, because I mean, for
Straight up,
example,
you watched it. You've watched
Okay.
a program like the Psychic Detectives or something,
yeah.
and then you believe that is real, and then you come into that and you believe that every single person who calls themselves a psychic can do that.
No, I don't.
And if you can't, then you're not actually a psychic, because it's all like, oh well, they did this on the telly. So
yeah, but with me, I take everything as an individual situation. Like I've watched like probably the whole episodes of all the best one is A Sense of Murder, which you can't even get on our TV. You have to pay for some funny TV, but they'll send a psychic in there that's got no clue where they're even flying to. I mean, yeah, they could lie and say that but I've seen them and they have told the story about the case. Now you've got to remember, I've seen a Psychic Detective one, two of them, and they've actually found someone that's alive, which is difficult.
Have they? Have they for real? How can you fact check?
I can't prove anything, but you can't
Exactly.
prove anything. But what I'm saying
It's
is,
entertainment. If it's
it's
on
good
that little
entertainment.
tiny screen and it's not BBC verified.
Right, we've got a couple of comments now.
go on then.
Worth
Can you
reading.
believe it? Oh,
I'm looking forward to speaking to my mother-in-law for a medium.
splendid.
And
Yeah,
on
good
your
luck with that.
one, caller, you've got, I went to the full staff experience in Stratford-on-Avon. It made me feel nauseous. I felt creepy, like I was being watched.
Right.
Oh, who was that?
That was Jade Bethan.
Jade. Yeah, you've been doing some medium work, haven't you? Good on you, girl. Good on you. Yeah, I hope you're feeling a bit better. I did see your post the other day that you'd had a really rough time, our Jade has.
Oh, right.
Yeah, really rough time. But keep going, girl. You're doing all right, yeah.
Have you ever felt like she was saying there? Have you ever felt like a situation where you've gone into a building and felt sick?
Have you
or
been
it's
to
awful?
Landguard Fort in Felixstowe? That was like
Maybe
that.
maybe we should do a couple of times where you take me to somewhere that you all know are really haunted, and I'll just eat sandwiches and ignore it. Though I have actually been on car journeys with some people who come from the country, and they go and they take me down roads every now and again to see how I'll react. Because there was one bit we drove down it, and I think I don't like this bit here.
You didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
What did they say?
They laughed.
Oh, but they didn't tell you
They didn't
why.
tell you why. Yeah.
Well, before I could speak to spirit, which was like 6-7 years ago, because I haven't done it all my life, I was absolutely fine going in Norwich Cathedral. Now I've got this really horrible feeling in there. I hate it. I won't go in there.
Cathedral. Oh,
Yeah, but I used to love it before. I used to think, it's beautiful.
I'm getting mixed
blah,
up
blah,
with a
blah, blah.
castle because people
No.
have seen ghosts in the castle, not in the cathedral though.
See, things that have been around for a long, long time like that anchor you to a place that have always been there. Just read a really good book actually, Map Runners of Norwich, Right, absolutely brilliant. I'm so gutted it's going to be months before the books 2 and 3 come out. But it's that premise that maps actually hold magic because they actually create the space as it was then. So if you've got loads of maps that are all together like that, and you do, and if something erupts in the time dynamic thingy, yeah, and then those maps then become real portals into that. But if they try and meld together, it's like a bit of a battle for whether it's going to be the old things that remain standing or the new ones that take them over. If things have if like a house that's had lots of happy memories in that may stand, but ones around it may go when the new things and the old things.
So can I jump into the map and go somewhere instead of flying?
Only if you come from Norwich.
God,
and all the way through the early public, you don't want to go to Norwich. This is so real because why ever would you want to
What,
go
you
to
mean
Norwich?
old maps?
Yeah, so the old maps and the new maps are all interconnected.
What, for the
The
exact
castle
same
is still,
place?
the castle is
Right.
always going to be in the same place. That's not going to
So it's
move.
going to sit, yeah.
Yeah, see, and like the Guildhall will always be there. Some of the roads may move and change depending.
I do have a good,
really good book. It's called Map Runners of Norwich. It's a series of
Map
3.
Runners.
I'm reading it on Kindle.
Is it a bit like a ley line people go to ley line?
It's just I just loved it. The first bit, but
The map people.
like they go, "Oh, you're not from Norwich, are you? You don't go to Norwich. Oh, you can't go to Norwich. It's cordoned off. It's quarantined. All of Norfolk is quarantined. You get let off. There's like a checkpoint at Wyndham, and you have to walk the rest of the way.
Yeah, but
There's
you
wolves.
say that, but we are quite like there are in Norfolk area. Most people that come from here, we don't want to leave here.
I don't want to leave Yarmouth.
I love Norfolk.
I think this is one of those things that witches can't go over water, over running water or something. Mate, I'm hemmed in by a bridge, and when the A47 was shut last night, we thought it was going to keep an account in here as well.
I love Norwich. I think it's got a really nice feeling, but it's very Tudor, isn't it?
Good morning from
Elm
Colorado.
Hill.
Colorado.
Oh, hello.
Oh, really? Is it Navajo traditions in Colorado?
So you've been watching a thing, what's it called? The map?
The map, it's not watching, actually reading it in a book
Oh, reading it.
on Kindle.
Ooh.
Yeah. Map Runners of Norwich, I think it's called.
What,
So
and there's
someone's
me.
asking us about crafts on there. They said,
Oh,
have we ever scissored?
No, I think, yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, is that, I think really put that.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness sake.
Well, we've all done crafts.
Do they realise that?
Say
Yeah, I do a
crafts.
lot of crafts. Yeah, I've got electric scissors and all sorts. Mate. Yeah.
I've never watched
I've
Charmed.
got
Do you
rotary
watch-
scissors.
Do you watch Charmed?
I've had an experience with a customer where they've come in and they wanted to know if I stocked a particular type of necklace, and I actually didn't at that because I'd actually sold out of them. Which is, oh, I'm surprised you don't sell more of those. She says with they're very popular in Charmed. I just gave up. Just gave up at that moment.
I've never even watched it.
Yeah, but Charmed. No, I haven't watched it either.
Charmed, for those people who don't know, is an American series with 3 young girls, including that one from Beverly Hills 90210 or whatever it was. Yeah, they,
Thank you for subscribing.
they're 3 sisters who do magic. And, if you haven't watched anything else other than Harry Potter and that's all you've got to base your magic on, it's a good start.
What, you were being serious? It's a good one.
Well, of course, I can't, however you get your spiritual awakening, if it comes from watching an episode of Charmed, and then you walk into a shop in Yarmouth, and you find there's more to it than just Charmed, then maybe it's good.
So
Harry Potter, same
Jade
thing.
Bethan is saying, I'm doing okay, thanks. Norwich Castle Dungeon had a bad energy.
Yeah, it does. I just think of some of those horrific things, the torture and that they used to do. It's actually horrific that another human could do that to another human.
See, when I go, I'm just thinking of the times I've been to Norwich Castle now, right? And one of the things about Norwich Castle for me is you got to go all them windy stairs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm having a panic attack anyway because I'm going up heights which I don't like and downstairs which are also.
they're really-
They've got it all in now. They've
Have they?
done it all up. Yeah.
Oh, I
You get
don't
a
like
lift
that.
now, do you?
Yeah, you get a lift
Take the
now.
blue badge and get.
Oh,
a
it's
lift.
because of health and safety. They ruin everything. Yeah, but I did like going. And the Tudors are absolutely hideous to each other, but I did like going to Hampton Court. I didn't feel creepy in there.
I've stayed in Hampton.
I loved Hampton
Stayed in the
Court.
stables at Hampton Court.
Well, surely Hampton Courts are nice. Did they do anything horrible now?
What, Henry VIII?
Oh, right, okay.
Come on, he killed about all of his wives and war mates.
Well, only 4 out of the 6. No, 2 out of the 6.
Off
he
with
killed.
your head to everyone that was in
He
there.
only killed 2, didn't he?
Did he actually only kill 2?
I think so.
Beheaded,
Divorced,
survived.
beheaded,
I didn't
survived.
finish my.
Divorced, beheaded, died. No, survived.
We did kill 2 wives. That's quite a lot of wives.
That's a lot of wives.
Yeah,
That's
when you
That's
think
2
about
wives
it.
too many, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Cancerian then, very volatile. Trouble is, they thought they were appointed by God and that was it. They could do whatever they wanted. So you just depends on what kind of nutcase you get in power at that time. Doesn't it?
Very modern thought that right now, isn't it, Sean, really?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, funny that. Yeah, it's
Good
happening
luck
right now.
good luck to
It
all
used
our,
to be royals, but
good
now
luck to
they're
all our
just...
brothers and sisters in America right now.
Now they're just...
Yeah,
it used to be royals nutcases. Now it's just people voted in and nutcases.
for you all, whatever
Yeah.
colour, size, shape you are in America right now. Good luck. We're,
Someone's saying love Partridge, as in
Alan
Alan
Partridge.
Partridge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But he put up a statue and Norwich City Council made him take it down. I think it's brilliant. Alan Partridge.
I think they should put a statue. Well, I wasn't actually born
Have
in
you?
Norwich.
No.
I only lived there too long, really. I lived most of my life in Norwich. First 20 years.
Yep.
And then last.
Jen, is your family
25
from Norwich
years.
area? No, see, none of us are. When you see, my family are from Birmingham.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah. And what about you? Cornwall?
Came to Norwich. No. I was
Wales.
born in London. My dad's Welsh. My mother's from sort of
London.
Essex. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we came to Norfolk when I was tiny. Stayed for 5 years. Went to Torquay because he was a footballer. So we came back after he stopped playing for Torquay when I was 10. Stayed there from when I was 10. And then I left a little bit for a couple of years when I was in my early 20s, but then came back again.
But don't you find it weird how, like, you know, we've all met, none of our family are from the same place, but, like, they are, because, like, Jen's from Birmingham, mine's from Birmingham, we've all ended up in Norfolk. I mean,
Why wouldn't you? Norfolk is amazing. I know Jade escaped. Right, she's a Norfolk girl.
Oh, no,
all
well,
through
I
and
mean,
through.
Jen's
When she
Suffolk,
was a little
really,
girl,
aren't you,
and now
Jen?
she's living in the Midlands somewhere. But, like, it's like, it's I don't know. Yarmouth is my spiritual home. I feel
So
like.
Jade is saying Shrewsbury has a nice energy feel when you visit. That's a Tudor town too, I believe.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
that's on the Welsh borders. That's
Hi,
like,
Craig.
nice bit
Is
of
York
Celtic.
Tudor as well? Or
No,
Harrogate?
York is Viking.
Oh, right, you're moving
Right.
here this year.
Hmm.
Right.
Who is?
Moving where?
Grimsby?
Craig Posh. He lives in, I can't remember where he lives. But
I
He's
think
moving
I
to
love.
Yarmouth.
I absolutely
moving
love
to
it.
Yarmouth.
Mm,
I love it.
How are we doing for time anyway? I can't see from
Well,
here.
we've gone 2 minutes over, but there's
I think I've lost my glasses.
it's 1 hour.
I've got to
and
go and
two-
find my glasses now. If anyone wants to use a
Cambridge.
pendulum, come and help me find my glasses.
It's moving to Cambridge.
Oh,
Cambridge is
is
lovely.
very
Quite
posh.
expensive in
Ah.
Cambridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's moving to Southwold. Sorry, he's in Cambridge now.
Southwold. That's where I want to
Southwold.
try to.
Really?
I would actually quite like to
Why?
have.
I went there
I
on
would.
Saturday for like a day out.
I think there's a price.
Everyone's stocked up their everyone's stuck
Find
up their
out
own
the price.
backside and it's
Yeah.
all over
Rubbish.
I would like a little
Alan
shop.
Partridge put Norfolk on
In
the map.
Southwold.
A little shop in Southwold where I could just sell recycled witches stuff.
Oh,
So,
don't be such a
dead
snob.
witches. If you're dying, if I'm going to outlive you, let me have your stuff. Yeah, and I'll put
My
it in a little
parents
shop.
have a farm there. Oh right.
What, in Southwold?
Nice.
In Southwold.
Lovely place
Maybe we
to
can
have
move
a
to the
farm.
farm.
Maybe we can all come camping.
Is
Just
there any
don't try
gates?
going shopping on a Saturday in Southwold.
Is
or,
there any gates?
or even
for baby
going
pigs?
somewhere for a bit of lunch. Don't try and get a seat in a cafe or anything in
I had a lovely
Southwold,
weekend
even
in
in
Southwold.
January.
Did you?
Hopeless. I'll tell you what,
I
there
like
are
Bury's and
there are a
Evans.
few more empty shops in Southwold now. It's looking a bit dire.
There you go, there's your
Yeah.
shop.
It's actually diet everywhere, Jenny. I don't
I
want to
know.
worry you right now.
No, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but Southwold used to
Southwold used
be
to
fine.
be. Everybody wanted Southwold, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, it's
We need
it's
to
starting
get
go
more
down.
shops back. I'm sick of it becoming America where you've got these huge great places and
I'm-
all chains and there's no little
So
tiny
he's
shops.
saying that's my plan, a salon shop. Yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's,
it's
a hairdresser.
hairdresser.
Barber, hairdresser.
Oh, I could do
Yeah,
that my hair done.
isn't it fun?
Yeah,
How
mine's
people
different
like
now.
anyone who comes on who's
Mine's
a
gonna
doctor.
go off.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Right,
guys.
so that's
Thank
it.
you
Then
very
we're gonna
much.
Wrap for the day now. Thank you so much, everyone, for your involvement today. That was amazing.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're talking about next week.
I
yet,
know
do
what I
we?
want to talk about
What
next
do you want
week.
to talk
I
about
want
next
to
week?
talk about protection braids.
Yep,
Protection
we
braids.
can do that.
Braids or
Yeah.
beads?
Braids.
Yep.
Braids.
Okay.
You may even have the chance. I may
Dreadlocks.
get my stuff together, and we'll see if we can make some while we're
Ooh.
talking. Yeah.
Yay.
All right, then,
Okay,
reminds
guys,
me.
thank you for
All right,
joining us.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Don't
Love,
forget to
hang
subscribe.
on. Love us,
If you
like
haven't
us, share,
already.
subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Cyber Witch Circus on all platforms. Oh My Goth on all platforms, and Lyra Starseed on everything. But thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you
Love
next
you.
week.
If you want any
Bye.
readings, please
Bye.
message.
Press finish on me. I'm
Bye.
talking like an idiot. Please get rid of me.
What's new?
End.